In this lesson, we will identify the focus and directrix of a parabola, which will help us when we graph the parabola. So again, the parabola is a set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed line, which is called the directrix, which we will be finding today, and a fixed point called the focus. So we're very familiar with the focus. In this case, that's going to be 0p, p being a value from our equation, and the y value will be, the directrix will either be y equals negative p, so again that dotted line, or x equals negative p, again a dotted line. So all of these points are equidistant from this line and this point. In addition, we know the axis of symmetry. This is something that we've talked about before, where the axis of symmetry goes through the center, goes through the vertex, and that would mean that the parabola could be folded in half along that line. And of course, the vertex of the parabola is that lowest point or highest point, and it's where the axis of symmetry will meet the vertex. Again, here's a table for you to look back on. This is specific to when the vertex is at 0, 0. Again, in a following lesson, we will talk about when the vertex is not at 0, 0. The axis of symmetry here will actually be one of our axes rather than a horizontal or vertical line elsewhere. So essentially what we're going to be practicing is we're trying to find the p-value. So if I know that my equation is y squared equals 4px, that means that 8 is equal to 4p. 4p is 8, which means p, of course, is 2. The p-value is necessary for the focus and the equation of the directrix. So the focus, again, because it's a y squared, the focus is at 2, 0, which was p, 0. The directrix is an equation, so again, it should not just be 2, but it is the equation x equals negative 2, because the directrix is x equals negative p. These two should be, equidistant from the vertex, and the vertex here would be at 0, 0, again, because there's no values being added or subtracted from the x or the y. So my focus is 2, 0, my directrix is x equals negative 2. Try this one on your own, then press play to check your work. Again, very similar to the last one, except that we have an x squared first, but we know that x squared is equal to 4py, which means 4 is equal to 4p, which means p, of course, is 1. Because the x comes first, now the focus will be 0, 1, so it'll be on the y, 0, 1. We're adding it to the y instead. The directrix is an equation, and it would be the equation y equals negative 1. So again, the opposite of p.